alarm going off already. You've got to be kidding me. Then I thought, I could just go next week. I battled with my thoughts for about 30 minutes before peeling myself out of bed. I felt like crap and looked like Beetlejuice. What pulled me through was how good God had been to me and my family during those months that things were touch and go with Dakota's life. I realized that the least I could do was go into the house and personally thank him. Besides, I was always taught that there is a blessing in your pressing. I got my pregnant self up, got Dakota dressed, told Demi to get ready, got Jasmine, and got on the road. All sorts of foolishness was going on as we drove to church. My Bluetooth connection was cutting on and off, so the gospel music we had planned for the hour drive was a no-go. It was freeze-raining, making the roads treacherous, and it was 10 degrees. Then we got lost. We finally made it to the Burning Bush Church in Akron, Ohio, and skated inside to catch the tad bit of praise and worship that was still taking place. We were an hour late, but on time for what was next to come. The minister talked about power moves and how it was time to breathe life into any dream you thought was dead. I will never forget how specifically he said, "It's time to write that book." All I could think was, wow, God, this is why you were pressing me. All I could remember was standing there like a statue with Dakota on my hip, Demi at my side, and my new baby, Denver, in my womb. I was standing in the moment of grace and purpose after everything that I had been through. All I needed to do next was be obedient to God's plan. This book is so important to me because I want to help shed light on an issue that is foreign to many people. Black American women are twice as likely to lose their babies to preterm birth than their white counterparts, and almost 4 times as likely to experience maternal mortality. We have a 50% greater chance of dying in the period immediately following childbirth than our mothers before us. Basically, our children are endangered before being born. There are many factors that contribute to infant and maternal mortality that disproportionately affect Black American women, like early life traumas of physical abuse and neglect, and ongoing life stressors including experiencing extreme and moderate racism on a regular basis. Living with that kind of lifelong stress impacts Black American women's ability to fight off and recover from disease, and puts us and our infants at a greater risk of losing our lives during the physical stress of childbearing and labor. Living with childbirth as a health risk seems unthinkable in the age of modern medicine in America. But recent articles and studies have brought this issue of racial disparity in infant and maternal mortality rates to the public eye. No one is immune. Both tennis champion Serena Williams and 6-time Olympic track and field gold medalist Allison Felix experienced life-threatening complications during childbirth, despite their health-conscious lifestyles and professional and financial success. Beyoncé appeared on the cover of Vogue in September 2018 and detailed in its pages her experience with toxemia and the birth of her premature twins. I am the wife of NBA champion and all-star J.R. Smith. I am yet another Black woman who, despite doing everything right, found myself stretched beyond endurance by the health complications of a severely preterm birth. In this book, I offer the 141-day ordeal of fighting for my own life and that of my second daughter, Dakota, who is among the world's youngest preemies ever to survive. I parallel this journey with the story of my early life. Born into a childhood struggle to survive my mother's drug addiction, I had to take care of myself and my brother. It is my story of loss, resilience, and the maternal instincts I gained over a lifetime that made all the difference when I entered the emergency room at the end of my 21st week of pregnancy on New Year's Day. I didn't bring my child home until May of that new year. The joys and pains of my life continue, but in the midst of it all, I hold to my belief in God, my family, and my love of journaling as the beacons to guide me in moments when I feel lost from myself.